Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA. Today we're up at Bones Fab. My friend Jim here, which we haven't been here in a while, and if you look back into our videos, we shot, honestly, one of my favorite cars we ever shot was that twin turbo Galaxy with the built camera.
Oh, yeah.
Radical car.
I haven't forgot it.
Yeah, no, that was something else. Obviously, I saw you in Sydney recently, which we're gonna introduce you to Sydney in a little bit here. She's gonna do the driving portion while Jim gets back to building cars. We've never shot a Vega. We very rarely do we
There's
ever
not
do
enough of them left in the world to be able to shoot too many of them.
There's not.
I would guess probably 80% of them got rusted away. The other 15% got turned into drag cars and got thrown away. And there might be 5% maybe left somewhere, but
yeah,
there's not a whole lot of them left. We built this car for a customer of mine. It was his first car. He bought it in 1974, I believe, off a used car lot in Burbank. He used to drag race this with a mild four-cylinder back in Irwindale back in the day. In one sec, there's a picture over here, actually. So that's actually him in his car at Irwindale in 1975.
Wow, dude, how cool.
So we built this car 7 years ago, 8 years ago, somewhere. It's been a while. It's been around for a little while. Unfortunately, he's had a stroke and then he's in a hospital bed and can't do a whole lot nowadays. How I ended up meeting the guy was I had my blue Camaro at some of the local car shows, and he would come up and, hey man, I got a car I want to do, for probably a year and a half. He'd come around just, okay, Frank, whenever, let me know, whenever. Yeah. So finally, okay, I'm ready. Okay, so I went down to pick the car up from his mom's house. It was in his mom's garage, basically.
Still the four-cylinder Vega?
Oh no, it went to a shop in Orange County and got cut up and abandoned, basically.
Oh wow.
So when I picked this car up, it was just the shell. No floors, no suspension, no nothing. It was just the sheet metal shell.
Got it, okay.
So we literally did everything under on the car to get it back to where it is, basically.
Got it.
So
okay.
It's a full 2x3 chassis, Mustang 2-type front suspension, 4-link in the rear.
Is the whole chassis your creation, or is it an off-the-shelf kind of?
The front suspension's Chassis Works Mustang 2.
Yeah.
And the rear suspension is, I want to say it was a Chassis Works 4-link, but we basically made all of it fit in the car.
Got it.
We ordered one of the kit roll cages for it and didn't like the way it fit, basically, so we ended up bending the whole cage ourselves to get it to tuck up and fit better, type of thing.
Got it.
One of his stipulations was he wanted everything TIG welded also, so the whole car, everything in the car has been TIG welded for the most part.
I mean, this is all about business here.
It's a 440 cubic inch Mass Motorsports crate motor. It made 650-ish on the dyno on pump gas, so it's 100% streetable. The car is actually 2,700 pounds, if I remember right. So it's not super light, but it is all steel except for the hood. It's all real glass.
And that's really light, though. I mean,
it's
dude,
relatively light,
we're
yeah.
oftentimes shooting 3,500, 3,800.
The Galaxy was 4,200 pounds.
There you go. That's perfect example, man. And this is all you then. This
And
is
basically all the cage, made all this stuff. The hood hinges we had to remake actually because they were gone.
I love how simple, tidy it is. And it's all NA, right? There's no
all natural
form of
aspirated,
boost
no,
here.
no boost, no nitrous. He wants to do something to it to spice it up, intake or induction and whatnot, and it's like, put an 871 out the hood. That would be yeah.
Oh my God. Then you'd be lifting the front end off the ground.
Whatever, I would do that probably right now anyway. 650 horsepower, it's a 4LAD with an 8 or 9 inch converter in the thing. It's got 410s in the back, I believe. It's on a 1432 Hoosier, basically, street tire. So mid to high nines on the conservative side. I mean, I'm not one to blow smoke up somebody's ass.
I know you, dude. I know you well enough. Is this you guys building
we built
headers?
the stainless headers for it. They're half-inch flange, 1 7/8. It's got a 3.5-inch stainless exhaust. Comes out with an oval tube for a little better ground clearance.
Yeah.
It's got a Borla muffler under the seat, basically.
You look at the thing, I'm expecting it to be shaking all over. You know what I mean, though, dude? That's what I was expecting. It's not that.
Drive to
it's
the grocery store.
Yeah. It's just a grocery getter. You just get there quickly, you know?
You have too nice a car and you're afraid to do anything with it, so when you, this is almost there. I mean, it is nice, the paint is beautiful, but you're afraid to leave it anywhere.
That's the other thing that stands out to me, the paint and body on. And did you do all that in-house as well, yeah?
The only thing we didn't do on this car, I think, is what didn't we do on this car? The upholstery guy wrapped the dash, made the carpets for it, and then the powder coat was done, basically. But we did all the paint, all sheet metal, all the fab work, all the roll cage. It definitely attracts attention just because most people don't know what the hell it is at a car show nowadays.
We don't see Vegas that often.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm old enough to remember as a kid, and I saw enough of them get hot rodded when I was a kid, where you go like lame, and then you see it hot rod and you go, that's actually
kind of cool,
pretty
actually, like a
car.
V8 Pinto kind of sort. Hey, there is some fucking savior for it.
I just noticed too, you only got a mirror on one side of the car. You guys don't care what's going on over here?
It's the only one that had on it. And I don't know if we can find a Vega side mirror for it, so.
Yeah, totally. It's not, since you haven't gone.
There's no reason to.
Is that how you open the trunk?
That's how you open it. Yeah, well,
so
you have to
it's-
undo the wing first. And then we have the key.
Oh, wow. All right.
And then we have supports we made.
That's
Battery
something that
fuel
you
cell.
made in-house. Your
Yeah, we made these and made this filler piece to come down and sit on top of here to actually seal it off. Because he wanted to take it to the track. He was planning on racing it until he got sick, basically.
Yeah.
So
your fuel cell looks teeny on this thing.
it's like 8 gallons. She made it to Pomona, and I took 5 gallons of gas in the bus, and I dumped it in, and there was a little bit left over. So it took less than 4 gallons to get to Pomona.
Wow.
Isn't bad. I mean, the car don't weigh shit, and it's got decent gear in it, so it goes nice down the freeway. And that was
Yeah.
driving 75, 80 miles an hour.
I'm curious too, when you mentioned the transmission, is it a manual valve body
It's
or
a
is
full manual 4L80 with a trans brake, yes.
Oh, it does have the trans
It
brake.
does have
Of
trans
course.
brake.
You
Yeah,
gotta-
it's supposed to. Like
Yeah,
I said, it was
yeah.
going to go to the track, and it still might one day. I just, like I said, the responsible side of me says, don't fuck it up, stupid. It would kill him if something happened to it. And
No, I get it, dude. I mean, your first car from a young kid. I mean, the sentimental attachment I can completely appreciate, dude.
Actually, I was jokingly or somewhat seriously fucking telling her that she could drive it on the Power Tour West coming up.
Yeah.
From Irwindale to Vegas and back.
Yeah.
But leaving this thing anywhere outside in Vegas type of thing scares the Jesus
No, I
out of
don't
me.
blame you.
Yeah.
Not to mention with that 8-gallon cell, I mean, you're going to be.
I'm gonna have the bus and it's got plenty of room, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
yeah.
gas in the bus anyway
Yeah.
for the other cars just
Yeah.
in case.
Which we'll make sure to insert a clip or two of his bus, you guys. You got a twin turbo Cummins diesel, all kinds of politically incorrectness, which I absolutely love. Starting with a short bus. We'll leave it there, man. We'll go back over to the Vega. Semi-tubbed, you would say?
Oh no, it's full
I
pump.
mean, God, dude, those are massive, right? All right, let's check out your minimalist interior, man. It's really not bad at all, man.
So full autometer gauge setup, GPS speedometer. We did the carbon inlays in the dash just to dress it up a little bit type of thing. So that's the stock plastic dash insert that we
is,
just
okay.
modified to make it look nicer, better, more modern type of thing.
Yeah.
All the switch panels in here basically, so there's access to whatever
Oh,
start.
bitchin'. And this controls everything.
All the shit basically, yeah. So basically, I mean, like, there's just not a ton of room in this car.
No, there's really not, dude.
Shoe release up on the cage.
Can you walk through each switch?
So start, ignition, electric fan, fuel pump, accessory basically, and then we got lights.
Total race car stuff. I know I've already said it a couple times, bro. It's really fit and finished well. I mean, even the dead pedal you put in here, your foot sits right where you want it to sit. The
I said-
cage is completely out of your way. I mean, this...
A little bit, but
this
not
section
bad.
would be a little nerve-wracking without
Well,
a helmet on, but not really.
If you're strapped in, I hope you won't hit that type of thing. So-
Right, totally.
That's actually the original headliner in the car still too.
Is it
original
really?
perforated cardboard headliner.
Come on.
Yeah.
Was that something that he wanted to keep in?
No,
or
it was in decent shape, so why not?
you didn't do any cleanup or nothing?
No, that's
Just
pretty much how it was.
holy cow! Wow, man. Now I noticed you got a full fire suppression system as well. So you really did set it up to be able to legally.
It doesn't have a full fire suppression system. It just has the extinguisher, but there is not a full onboard fire system. No.
Got it.
That's the one thing we didn't do, basically.
Well, dude, this is just bitching. I'm looking forward to actually going for a little ride with
take a
Sydney
ride.
in this car. And
You'll see how nice it can actually drive for the most part. The bad part about the car is it's so narrow and so short. It is a little down the freeway kind of thing, just because
I'll bet.
it's not bad, but it's just something most people don't realize.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I want to look real quick here, dude, because I know we touched a little bit on. So you mentioned your size back here. What is this again? Your rear
So
tire?
it's a 14, basically it's 1431. That's basically what the size equivalent is. So 31 inches tall, 14-inch wide footprint, and I believe it's on a 13 or 14-inch wheel.
Yeah.
And they're Billet Specialties Comp Stars, I believe is like they call them.
That's a Curry rear end in the car.
We got a housing from them, then we put all the brackets and modified everything, and then it's got Curry axles in it.
Got it.
I got the fixture to put the ends on and all
And
that
what
stuff.
size are you up front
The
here?
fronts are 15 by 3.5s, and they're like a 26 4.5 tire somewhere in there.
The super pizza
Just
cutter.
pizza cutter, yeah.
stuff.
Well, low rolling resistance.
And what about brakes on it? We never talked about brakes.
It's got 4-wheel wheels on it,
Okay.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Bitchin', dude. Well, I'll tell you what, if there's nothing we haven't left out on what the build is,
I think we got most of it.
we'll introduce you guys to Sydney. We'll go for a cruise.
Cool.
While you go back to building cars.
Oh, lucky me.
All right, whenever you're ready, let's do this shit, Sydney.
Y'all ready?
By the way, you guys, if you haven't figured it out by now, Jim is not driving. This is Sydney. Say hello to Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
Bitchin', I've been looking forward to this.
Me too.
Seriously.
This is cool.
So you enjoy driving this thing, huh?
It's a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah. I love how clean this thing is, that it's like all about business, but it still looks really nice as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like absolutely perfect,
Yeah.
but it's a beautiful car and it's fun to drive, and that's what matters.
And you're manual everything, right? Manual steering.
Yeah, it's all manual.
And it's all manual valve body, right? The trans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manual brakes, everything.
I love that you guys street drive this car. Like this is something that looks like it would come straight off a trailer, make some passes at the track, and go straight back on a trailer.
That's what's cool about this thing is you could do both if you wanted.
Yeah. Oh, so I just noticed, so it's reverse manual.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's first, second, pull it, and it goes into third, fourth.
Got it.
One thing that's funny about me driving this car is if I sit all the way back, I see right below the bottom of the steering wheel and the top of the dash.
So funny.
So that's why I sit up a lot of the
Kind
time.
of sit
so I
up to
can
get the
actually see.
visibility. Yeah. I can tell you enjoy driving this thing, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Get a little bit of the little kid mode going on. Yeah. So how long you been working for Jim, you said?
It's been about 2.5 years now.
Okay.
I started out sweeping actually and doing a lot of the grunt work. And the shop girl at the time was leaving for the military. And so he needed a new shop girl and said, "You're the new shop girl." So I started doing the office work and stuff. And started doing all the office work and got tired of that pretty quickly. And so I said, "Hey, why don't you teach me how to do this? Why don't you teach me how to do that?" And I kind of got under everybody's skin and eventually kind of learned how to do basically everything around the shop. I'm mostly a TIG welder and metal fabricator. I do a lot of sheet metal stuff, just brackets and...
He actually showed me some of your welds today.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Yeah.
He showed me he said you're welding better than he is now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Funny, I can tell you drive other people's cars like I do. Total respect.
Yeah.
It's funny, right? Because the temptation's there where you're like, let's nail it.
It's
Let's
so
nail
there,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my dad's got a 69 Charger that I've grown up around, so I've learned to respect the car since day one.
By the way, any of you guys want to give Sydney grief for being mild on this car, consider this. The owner of the car had the car, it's his first car ever. Number two, obviously, it's a pretty well-built car, over 650 at the tire. So she's doing like I do, called being respectful. So any of you want to give her grief, send it my way. I swear to God, I'm such a dumbass. It's literally an instant smile for me. You know what I mean? The sound of American V8, I
Just
love
feel
it.
it all throughout your body.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not. I mean, it's plenty loud, don't get me wrong, but it's not.
We can still talk someone into it.
Totally can. It's so funny, the bouncing on the road.
It actually evens out a little bit when you're going about like 70-ish,
Got it.
which is
Got
kind of
it.
funny, but yeah, it does mellow out a little bit.
Got it. Sounds like a train going by. I hear the ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, like the bell of a train. What is that, just the exhaust?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the exhaust.
Yeah. Driving the reverse manual valve body's fun, isn't it?
It is.
Keeps driving an automatic interactive, you know, you feel like you're kind of plugged into the car.
Well, I've only actually driven the reverse ones. I haven't driven the normal ones. So
Okay.
this actually feels normal to me.
Yeah, sure. Have you ever done the trans brake and lit the hell up on the tires? No.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. I know Jim was saying though, and you said the same, probably predictably like a mid 9-second car.
Yeah, 9.5 to 10 or somewhere in there would be our guess.
Yeah. Definitely no AC in here, huh?
No.
What is your normal day, like start to finish? What?
I usually get there about 8:30, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay, that's not brutal.
No, not too bad. And then, yeah, we just pretty much work all day, do our own thing, and if we have any questions, ask them. We pretty much work at our own pace.
That's great. I can tell you really like driving this car. You're kind of the go-to driving it because Jim ain't fitting in here probably.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, I'd love to watch him try to fold into this car.
It's pretty funny, actually.
I'll bet it is.
Yeah, driving this car, it's like you're in your own little world.
Totally. Although it is, I'm surprised, as aggressive as it looks, I'm surprised it's as streetable as it is. And I forget that going on out back, you got wheelie bars, you got a parachute.
Yeah, and that's usually what hits going out of driveways, too. Anytime we take it to car shows, before people look at the back, they just see the front. They always ask, is that a Camaro? Which they look similar, but these are a lot more
I
narrow.
see similarities in the front end. I mean, I kind of get it, but I don't know. I guess I know Vegas so well. I remember these when I was a kid. Horribly ugly car, but then when guys hot rodded them, they were
Yeah.
cool. You know, you'd see them lowered and set up for driving, and I always thought they were pretty bitchin'. Well, thanks for taking the time out to do this today with us. I'm stoked about it. I'm glad we got to do this.
Yeah, this was awesome. I know Frank will like it too.
Yeah.
Because all he ever sees is a short little brunette. Like, you know, you see about this much of my face out the window.
Yeah,
all the way.
That was cool, you guys. It's been fun being back up here at Bones Fab. Jim's become a buddy through the years. Really fun to get to know Sydney, and I really think it's cool that a young woman's gotten deep into this industry. She's fabricating, welding, probably has a great career ahead of her. The car is just badass. I mean, the idea that this was his first car in high school, and now here it is in this stage, driving down the road. Super bitchin' car. First time ever that we've shot a Vega, and I knew sooner or later we'd get to shoot one of these. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, I say thanks for hanging and watching what we do, because I truly do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, man, later.